Okay, we're back after the 11 little morning video, which you can be seeing more of myself at TradeGATEHub. A couple of stocks to watch, and as I do my daily video at 11 o'clock, we'll see how things matriculated. You know what? A lot of things came to fruition quite nicely. DWAC is the stock of the hot stock. Donald Trump situation. DWAC followed through what nicely traded that well. MOR, which I brought up incessantly yesterday in the room, uh, right through that breakout here, 1077. Listen, it's a positive stock in a down market. So NVIDIA, I actually bought some. Where am I buying NVIDIA? Let's see my position here. Settings, position. I think I'm on 400 or something. 400 NVIDIA from 554. I think it's a shakeout, quite honestly. And I'm playing it that way for the moment. Although you could see that there's a lot of red on the screen. Oils, bought some oils nicely, bought some Devon Energy. Devon Energy, I had a plan here. I sold it. I don't think it's going to make a turnaround, but I went to the weekly and I went to the same with Apache, the weekly on Apache. So I had a little bit of cushion and I know my plan here. So I thought the oils were going to be the first one to bounce, as crude did as well. So I bought a bunch of Devon right here, pounding Devon. 4094, whatever you want to call it, 4097, sold it at 4147. Here's the long-term chart. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll keep trading it. I saw that Exxon and Chevron went positive for a brief moment. That might be out. Traded Charles Schwab as well. JP Morgan, uh, Morgan Stanley broke the 200-day reclaim. Actually, it didn't really reclaim it, but JP Morgan was the first to go up, first to go positive. Then I saw that happen. Then I bought a bunch of Schwab. Why did I buy Schwab? Because it had numbers. Here's the daily on Schwab. By the way, here's the weekly on Schwab, even more important. The weekly on Schwab, the low on Schwab today on the weekly, they both converged right here, 59.27, 59.35, Schwab. So I couldn't wait. I had some nice bids at 59.20. Where is it? Schwab. Schwab. All orders for Schwab. My orders this morning for Schwab, the lowest ones, and if I do it just feelers, were early, were 59.24 and 59.34 for like 4,000. 59.34 on Schwab on the weekly was where? Right here, 59.27, 59.35. So I wanted a piece of it. So when I found out that I wasn't going to get when I get it, I just bought a little bit. So I bought a bunch of it, a little bit, a couple thousand shares at 60.29. Sold it at 62.24. So I made a decent trade there. I didn't buy the other ones. I wasn't really tuned in. But the stock has bottom line, price action range and good flow. Volume. Okay, CYTK bouncing, all bouncing, whatever. Boeing was the stock that I highlighted naturally, coming off the weekly. Now, listen, I'm not saying when you have to go to weekly charts to find support, you might have to think about the overall trend of the market, but I'm an active manager. I was looking at both long and short-term plans in case I wasn't going in. Wasn't a time for me to hammer and saying, that's it. I very rarely do that to begin with. But there was the 200-day on the weekly on Boeing, which is 195.25. The low on the day is 200. I'm not in it, didn't trade it. And that's about it. What else are we doing? What else did we mention this morning? All right. On NVIDIA. I'm in it. Should I sell it? Nah. All right. GLD. Newmont. We're in Newmont. I'm not going to lie. I got Newmont. I bought a little bit on the low here. I got 7,000 shares. My average price is around 36.20. I'm going to have to, you know what? I'm committed to the position only because of a portfolio balance, if you will, or if AEM was taking option flow. I'm going to go watch Coach's video that he did this morning with an esteemed guest. There's AEM. So, it's just part, I just took a step. CCJ pulling back nicely. That's coming back into the gap. Beware. What else did I want to highlight? And that's it. Just listen, this is the VIX. I think it would really be more than it should be, which is kind of a cautionary time because if they do pop it, then I think the market will pull back a little bit. What else do we have? SCDG, bad downgrade. Here's the board. PDD, actually Chinese stocks actually bounced quite well. PDD bounced right off the 50-day. Where if I didn't, you can never get the exact. You're going to be wrong or you're going to be right when you go. I didn't. It wasn't a stock that I was watching. I thought maybe it'd go through the gap. But PDD, you bought it on the low, 135, turn around at 140. Still not that much for me. You had to kind of get lucky with that trade. Roadblocks, I like short. Still was shorting it. The stock never went. Look at if you overlap the Qs with roadblocks, and it was taking a negative option flow too. Now it might find 200 support. Who knows? No option flow in it. Devin Zimmer, the Zim still holding in there. Holding in there. It's an active square. Gave it all back. What a dog. Another stock approaching the 200 days. So there's a lot of lines in the stand coming here. So what I want to see is when they have some sort of quote unquote technical support, is I want to see it being backed up with some call sweeps, and I don't see it. Amazon bearish, PDD, Microsoft is taking calls. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one they're going to Microsoft, and they're going to go to NVIDIA. IBM, they told me. They're yelling about me, IBM. IBM new high. I've been mugged, we used to say from the market maker. It was a hard stock to trade in the old days. That was the acronym. IBM, I've been mugged. That's how bad a fills used to get. All right, there's IBM. And let's go to the Jesus feed and just give it an overall view of what's going on right here. Credit signals not even indicating much of any weakness. Again, likely some profit taking in some hot NASDAQ names. That's why I bought some NVIDIA. All right, what's going up here? Let's give my board. View. How about this? Most active stocks. The most actives. Usually a lot of ETFs. Tesla. Let's look. I'm not a Tesla trader. I'm just not. So you either are or you're not, and this is it. Yesterday it had the nice reversal with some volume. Today it's not giving a look at NIO. Look at NIO, my lord. LI, Long Island, New York. I'm only killing LI Automotive. Nothing out of really. I would say I'm stock picking, but the majority of stocks that I see here are entities, instruments, or ETFs. Not even that sexy. AMD, we get it. TQQ, I get it. NIO, I brought it up. Mara, all right. China, Qs and SPYs, every day they're on there. Apple, every day on there. SoFi, JetBlue. What else? Let's look at percent gainers at 15 minutes. What's moving in 15 minutes? Anything with volume? This thing, Bullfrog, Tal. What's percent losers in 15 minutes? What's going down? Nothing. How about 60 minutes? Percent dollar gain? No. Let's go to percent losers, 60 minutes. What's going down in the last hour? And then I'm interested. PF, no, not interested. Maxin, Upstart. Oh no, Upwheels. Not interested. What's going up in 60 minutes? So I can't even find anything sexy here. Sava. That's it. Tesla, Manchu, Boeing, small down tick. Boeing small down tick. What does that mean when I see Boeing small down tick? Am I going too hard? No. Do I have any questions? Boeing small down tick. What's a small down tick? That's not a down tick. It's a dollar down tick. All right, let me log into TGH. Where are we? You share. Lewis, where are you? By the way, great for anybody that don't. I will never get tired of saying this. Surfs Up, Alexis works with me, very close to me. Matter of fact, he curates these lists. Stocks with RSI breakouts over 60 in volume. This is it. These are beautiful, beautiful, nice, clean stocks. Although the majority of them are expensive. Although on the downside, a lot of them make sense. Save, Udemy Software, China. Roblox brought it up. All right, any questions? You good there? For those that missed Coach's early morning video, first of all, I implore everybody as getting to more financials with the earnings season, and there's more volatility. VIX picking up. Click red for live or blue for a demo account. Get involved somehow. I when I want to start trading a certain financial instrument. I'm not trading live. I'm getting a demo. And that's the best way I'm going to learn. As a seasoned trader, I'm able to, I'm not going to be one of those people that's going to say, "Oh, I made all this money on the demo." Like everybody's a genius. Nobody ever loses on a paper trade. But I'm able to put my ego aside and understand that the live demo will actually be the way I actually trade. It will be no different. It will just be more less in size as I learn. All right, get yourself a demo. But most important, secondly, go to Coach's video that he did regarding a great guest about precious
Well,
metals and
Warriors,
what's going on in gold.
today, to every single one.
Look at this guy. He dresses in a black T-shirt to talk about precious metals. He's got to know what he's talking about. But he does. I happen to know the feed, and he's a seasoned guy when it comes to commodities. Also, so we'll leave it at there. If I have any other questions, we look like we might be on a little bit of a buy signal or squeeze signal. Pardon me. I wouldn't get too sexy at this time of the day as I go back to my main screen. We'll see. Was it take out the Boeing? We're in the middle of the range. Even Devon pulled back. A lot of the stocks in the middle of the range here. Bull, DWAC, Donnie Trump still winning. Boeing, Save, SCDG, Zim. It's mixed. What am I going to do? Buy CYTK here? And why am I not getting any charts? That's the question. Oh, here we go. All right, Baidu was the China disaster. This is almost a gauge for China. Look at Baidu. Another one of those stocks. I'll trade anything, and I trade a lot of China stocks, but I don't trade that well. JD sold it yesterday. Not gonna lie. Tal still have some. Yes, I do. Still not down in it. Started buying around here at 1078, but this was I thought it was going to acted so well. So if there's no questions, CZOO pop halt. Low floater ripping. CZOO from 4 to 565. Not interested. But it is ripping for those active traders, and there's always something to do. And once again, if you're reluctant to trade them, get yourself a demo and get into Tradeview markets and learn how to do it. We're here to walk you through it. I use the same platform. It's no different than everybody else. So with that being said, as we approach a little bit before 11:30 Eastern, trade well, have a plan, and we'll see you. I'm always in the room. You have to ask. Comments, questions, suggestions are always willing. And we'll see you then. Cheers.